What you gonna do?
Yes.
What you gonna do?
Mrs. Dr. Muloyim Dombe.
Yes, I like it. Yes, so much.
I love it.
Mevrouw dokter.
Mevrouw Dokter.
Mevrouw dokter.
Expionate, everybody. Welcome. This is TrendingSA. Hey. Yo, we have to just...
Here we go. Trap it. Trap. That's what we do. Right, we're back now.
Musa, your phone is bothering people.
Yes, Musa, stop that phone. This is TrendingSA on a Tuesday. Thank you so much for choosing us. We're coming to you live on SABC3. And for all of our online friends, you can stream on TrendingSA.tv. So tweet, comment, RT, and like the works. We might read your post live on air a little bit later on. Let me introduce you to my friends. She's the lady with the files. Miss Tell It Like It Is. What hair will she have today? Miss Goody Roberts!
The wig is still making me very hot, but hey, it looks great.
You look great.
I need to chat more to people. Look at that one comment. Pretty dress.
Okay, let me go comment.
And that's, you know who that is? It's Bree.
Mama.
Bree!
I got cheese commenting.
Our friend.
She is the punchline sister. Oh, babes, what my jokes? She's Bree's friend, Nina Hasty.
Hey, Bree. What's good, girl?
Oh, okay.
What's happening?
Hey, what's
Oh,
up?
hi.
Oh!
Cape Town dude says very, very hot.
Yeah, somebody's girlfriend that's...
Yo. Oh, it's official.
Valentine's
No,
Day.
not yet. I'm just saying that girl looks like it could be somebody's girlfriend. I'm just saying in that picture, that could be...
Girlfriend material is what you're saying.
Girlfriend material, that's what I'm saying. That's what
Just
I'm saying.
ask me what I'm waiting for. Ask me what I'm waiting for.
What are you waiting for?
Just a shout out that I took that picture. Just.
Oh, did you take that picture?
Anyway, he's our dark chocolate. He's our doctor. Musanto, baby.
That's right.
What's on?
I'm just boxing.
We like it.
Oh, look at that. My goodness.
So
You get hotter every day.
happening?
Big Daddy. Wow.
yeah, that ate, bruv.
Yeah.
That ate.
Delicious.
Hello, everybody. I am your Madam Speaker. I am Babalo, aka Babimolo.
Yes.
That
That's the
eight.
nominee.
Those shoes, fam.
That eight.
Can we talk about those shoes?
Can we talk about that klafu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo.
Only those who know. All right, so for the next hour, unpacking all of our trending hashtags that got you talking, posting, RTing, and liking. We'll start with you. So what's trending on Tuesday?
Right, so hashtag Sonar 2018, that's what's trending, and of course we'll be looking at that a little bit later on. And of course, hashtag AKA, just when you thought that AKA was running out of clapbacks, he came back with another one. And of course, another thing that we'll also be looking at is hashtag Twitter survival skills. I'll be looking at those a little bit later on tonight.
Sister Nina, what have you got for us?
HBD. All right, so it's one of our regular Tuesday features. This one is called, wait for it, LOL Tuesday. Today, we're going to look at TV bloopers because I like laughing.
I do like a blooper myself. Sis Goody, what's featured for you this evening?
I like to laugh. It's funny. Well, it's another one of our regular Tuesday features. We haven't done this one in a very, very long time. It's called In Other News. Very exciting. You got to stay tuned for that.
All right, and then I'm really looking forward to this one. Our guest tonight is beyond amazing. She is a multifaceted business powerhouse who's achieved so much in her lifetime. Her passion and drive for healthcare and education make her stand out from the rest. And not so long ago, we had her high school sweetheart, Dr. Susan Nxasana, join us. And finally tonight, we'll be getting to know her a little bit better and talk to her about her book, Equal But Different. Dr. Judy Dlamini will be joining us today. So you absolutely do not want to miss that one. Do the right thing. If you want your question live on air, send it to us via social media at TrendingSA on 3 on Twitter and on Facebook and IG. We are TrendingSA. BRB babies. Some may say, but that's not me. I would never say such a thing. Welcome back to Trending SA on SABC3, where the stage is yours. Use the hashtag TSA on 3, and we might be reading some of your posts live on air. Musa, you take over.
All right, so I want to say something. I want to say thank you to everybody that is on Facebook. Now, not just Facebook, I'll tell you about that a little bit later on. We're 20,000 likes away from getting to 400,000 likes. So what I want you to do right now is get your friends and all of their friends and everybody else's friends to go on Facebook right now and like the page. It's really that simple. And maybe by the end of tonight, we'll hit that 400,000 likes. So get to liking. And of course, you know what we do. We're always seeing your posts. They give us life. So keep doing what you're doing. In fact, since we're talking about all these posts that give us life, let's check out these posts. Come on. And let's see what you have to say. This one coming through from Zwivuya, saying that my favorite people are on the house. Love you all. I was about to go to sleep because I've got the flu. Oh, don't worry. I got you.
Oh, doctor.
I don't have my stethoscope, but it's fine. Anyway, I've got the flu, but decided that no flu formed against me will make me miss the show. That's a very good thing. Thank you very much. And one more, and this one is from Pilisiwe Kumalo, saying, Pabi and Musa, Pamu. Oh. I love it. All right.
Look at my face.
Anyway, what a day it's been in South Africa. South Africa has been on fire the whole day. Hashtag Sona 2018 went to the #1 spot on the trends today after Parliament decided that they're going to issue a statement, an official statement, that the official State of the Nation address has been postponed. Everybody acts shocked. Oh my goodness.
Shocked.
This is the first time ever since freedom came in South Africa. Bro. Now, let's check out parts of the statement that came out, released by the department. This says, we have regrettably come to the conclusion that there is little likelihood of an uneventful joint sitting of Parliament this coming Thursday. So they're basically saying that there's going to be a lot of spitty-pit happening, and that they're not gonna have that. Now, if you didn't know, it hasn't been cancelled. It's just the national address has definitely not been delivered before the midterm budget speech. So it's always Sona and then the midterm budget speech. So who's going to give Sona? Do you guys have any guesses?
Gemini Major.
Gemini. Wow.
What about to Arthur and Chomi, because they're there every year?
True.
That is correct.
Yeah. 20 years they've done it for quite some time.
Or that woman who wore the yellow.
Yeah, that yellow dress.
I
The
need
Ciroc
that.
ambassador.
Maybe that.
Look, so if you have any suggestions, please let us know who you think should host. Can you say host, Sona? Or give the address.
MC.
It's Star on 3. Meanwhile, with all that
Freestyle.
Sona's pity happening, social media, of course, had to jump in on things. Let's take a look at some of those tweets and what you guys had to say. This one coming through from Paul Herman, saying Sona 2018. The primary reason for the postponements are the threats of disruption that would not be an uneventful Sona. This decision is in the best interest of the country, and this is what Ms. Mbete said earlier on today. Gonna see what another one said. This one from Ruach, saying, guess somebody at AM selling TV needs to print more flyers. My question is, are they gonna open up another tender to print these ones? Or what? I don't know. Anyway, let's see the last tweet for now. This one from Robert Marawa, saying that we should have figured this was out when day 0 was postponed. Ouch. Very funny, Robert. We like it. Of course, the Facebook also had to jump in on this. Here are some of their posts as well. This one from Leah, saying that I already told my boss that I was not coming to work on Thursday. What now?
How long say you don't know?
That meme is
Say you only
hilarious.
found out on Thursday morning.
It's an important question because, all the flights that have been booked that are non-refundable, what happens to all that money
But the dresses.
that were hired? Now you must
That
take it back on Friday
yellow
morning.
dress.
Yeah.
That yellow.
And also, you had to book the wife that you're supposed to go with.
Right. PK Pops here saying that you must also postpone Zuma's payday and maybe he might step down. Ooh. Touchy. And continues to say many other things. Now, besides the Sona 2018 trending throughout the day, other political hashtags that were trending were hashtag cabinet, hashtag ANC, NEC, and also hashtag Pulumabe. And if you don't know who Pulumabe is, he's trending because he's the newly appointed ANC spokesperson taking over from Ubabu Zizi Kodwa. Now, before we leave these political hashtags, I'm happy to announce that the BLF member, Mama Olivia Makete, you remember the video from yesterday, that was assaulted by Mr. T. Sidona. Yeah, she has basically opened a formal case against the attacker, and may justice be served in this case. We are definitely going to follow that case up, and hopefully everything goes right. Still in yesterday's BLF protest, of course, and you remember that many things were happening. I'm sure you were like, oh my gosh, what's happening? What are all these facts? Well, I can tell you a couple more things. This video has been doing the rounds on all social media and, of course, WhatsApp groups as well, where they interviewed one of the members from Black First Land First Empowerment, and he was spewing some anti-Ramaphosa bile, which is quite interesting, saying that he thinks Ramaphosa or Cyril is a bad man too. He even says Msholozi may also be a crook. It's quite mind-boggling. Check this out. I don't even know.
And why are you fighting for Zuma?
Yeah, because it's not the time for the vote for Zuma must go down. This is the time to settle things for Zuma and Ramaphosa. Ramaphosa, he was a crook too. Why today they say Zuma is a crook? Zuma was never a crook. They was together on the crook place. Zuma must get off next year, April, if he's getting off. But our vote, if our vote said no, is no.
Whoa.
They were together in the crook place.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I wonder what was going on.
You know, I would stay away from like interviewing people who are clearly intoxicated.
On power.
Or something.
Look, he has got a right to his opinion.
Yes.
He's got a right to be on TV.
Yes.
I mean, there are no rules for that.
Freedom of expression.
Now, that's done with politics. Move on to pop culture. Oh, AKA. Oh, Nkosi yami. He never gets a break, does he? Well, he went on to Twitter to share his feelings with his followers via a very cryptic tweet that he sent out. I guess he wanted some sympathy from his fans, but things didn't go according to his plan because Tweeps had a totally different idea of what they wanted to say about this. First of all, let's check out his tweet. This is what he has to say. Today, someone will tell you that they love you. Tomorrow, they can act like you don't even exist. Heartbreak, tears, crying. Right. Within minutes of people seeing this tweet, of course, the fun and games had to come out, and people were out to make fun of Super Mega's broken heart. Neo Scats was the first on this list, and he landed the first blow, saying that the pain broadcast currently is at the painful in Limpopo. It's Wapenelwa in Mpumalanga, and it's just by a Panado, my brother, in the southern coast. Pop Freezy also was quick to remind AKA that he's going to be single on Valentine's Day with this tweet saying, no. His tweet actually says, listen, anybody that's going to be single on Valentine's Day, hands up. And then he goes to tag AKA.
Ow.
Why would you do that?
Why tag him?
Why would you do that? And now, people didn't play games. They were quick to give Bonang's savagery, of course, the credit. And obviously, credit to that to Bonang. And here's what they had to say. Don't play with Bonang. She breaks heart, that one. Checking out another one here saying, this one's from Chad. This one from I Am King Juicer saying that Bonang Kamutsaba. She's an A1 heartbreaker. She tsararaz it. And of course, another one from Alina. She tsararaz. Yeah. This one saying, Bonang, how him is. Oh my goodness.
Himself.
Oh. Breaking hearts. But the baddest hitmaker didn't take this mockery lying down. No, he didn't. He had to respond the only way AKA knows how to respond, and you've seen it already. He said, yes, I will be single on Valentine's Day, but you will be poor every single day of 2018. Shoo.
Wow.
After that, people were obviously horrified at this, saying, oh my goodness, how could he?
Come on!
How could he say this?
Well, their lives.
Come now, he had to come out and defend himself, didn't he? I mean, he has to say something. And this is what he said. He said, the problem with Twitter is that people think celebs are some sort of robots. They think that we are robocops, you know? Here to serve the public. Sit with your keypads at your fingers and try to embarrass us, then cry foul when we react. Well, I'm not one of those celebs. I'm a real person, not a robot. I'm not just data. Yes. Wow.
He's a real person with feelings, guys.
Yeah, it's very wrong.
When
Don't
dish
do
it
that.
out, you should be able to take it.
True.
Yeah.
And you can't cry foul then.
You can't.
Yeah. Anyway, I wonder if people really went out and bought that explanation. All I can say is the super maker himself, Mr. Keenan, will rise from the ashes. He must just take his L today and be the G that he is. Wow. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Siyabangeni.
Wow.
Well done.
Nicely done, Date.
Yeah.
Thank you, Date.
Okay, Date.
I just think, shame.
Shame what?
Heartbreakers ain't not, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heartbreak will have you tweeting sideways. Heartbreak you'll tweet about mayonnaise sideways. You're just like, why is mayonnaise tasting like dinner? I mean, don't do that.
Yeah.
Shame, man.
Well, I mean, everybody's a human being. I think that is the most important point to notice there. All right, so I think we need to equip ourselves with some Twitter survival skills. This hashtag found itself trending again alongside all of the politics today. The hashtag has trended before, but it popped up on our timelines again today with tips of how to survive Twitter. So we thought, let's share some of these survival tips. You know, we're here to serve. So, comrades, take heed of this survival skill number 1 from @IkeVilani. @IkeVilani says, it may be the tweet that gets the attention, but it's the comments. But the comments is where the fun and action is.
We agree.
So if you don't want your feelings to be hurt, don't read the comments. Take hashtag Loyisobala versus hashtag Ingleba, for example. The comments were lit, and the beloved crooner is still being dragged through his mentions just for saying that people must boycott the movie because he felt that it discredited the culture of Xhosa people. But he hasn't even seen the film. Can we look at some of the comments? So you saw his initial post. We read it out yesterday. And these are some of the comments.
Ooh, that cuts deep.
Batu.
In life.
Painful, this one.
I suspect you can read for yourself there.
Yeah.
And this one from Atimba Lindela saying files came out that he wounded his own blood when he learned that they are homosexual. So again, homophobia was at the forefront of the rejection of Ingleba. And of course, there are lots of posts there.
Yeah,
At Simpura Dana did a post here, and I mean, we read this one yesterday, saying that, you know, people of certain sexual preferences then do not belong in culture, according to what he's saying. Brother Loyiso, this is a survival tip for you. Twitter is a dragging machine, beware.
Okay, so the second survival skill comes from Khosile D with their tweet. Check it out. Don't post half naked pics because you're going to end up having clothes on. Kanjam
I've seen this one. This is so good.
Yeah, no, Twitter is rough.
Where did that picture go?
So they basically clothed someone.
Yeah,
There we go.
okay, so here's the first picture. Here's Boiti. She posted this on the day that we lost our dear bro Hugh. And Twitter was lit. They were like, fam.
On
Like
this
how
day.
you on this day?
Put some
how can you be posting
be
such hotness
respectful.
on the thing? So then they took it in their own hands, and look what they did.
Naughty.
They went even
Say no
further
more.
than this. This is the undergarment.
Right, it's still too
Then
revealing.
they put a top on.
Hey, too revealing. This is it.
On that note, let's take a quick break.
Prove a one eyeball shot, you guys are terrible.
Let's take a quick break. This is TrendingSA on SABC3. Keep tagging us. Keep letting us know what's on your mind with ZA on 3. That's our hashtag. BRB.
Every day they gon' hate on us. Mama said she gon' pray for us. 'Cause I can't do it on my own.
girl, follow me.
I don't know what dance this is.
Baby girl,
Thank
follow
you.
me, Maya, Maya.
I'm just accepting the love.
Thank you. Baby girl, follow me,
Our date.
One more.
When's on your date?
Natasa now.
I know, I'm feeling now. Welcome back. You're still tuned into Trending SA live on SABC3. We are, of course, streaming as well on TrendingSA.tv. Find us using the hashtag #on3. We've got a tweet on standby. Let's have a look-see. Who's saying what to whom and how? Gazi Princess saying, guys, do yourselves a favor and watch Trending SA on SABC3 Mondays at 9:30. Monday, Tuesday. Trust me, you won't regret it. You won't regret it! You won't regret it! And listen, we want to thank our 150,000 followers. You are amazing! Standing ovation! 150 power to us through you, Siantana Rata.
And on set your lift.
Yeah, Siyantana kakhulu.
I'm so proud.
Love you.
You know,
Don't stop.
my goodness.
Double
Don't
tap.
stop.
Double tap.
All right, my darlings, at TrendingSA on 3, that is what our Twitter handle is. Now it's time now for one of our regular Tuesday features that we haven't done in a while. In other news.
So just in case you've forgotten what we do in this segment, we look at stories that were told around the globe that we think should have trended because they got a lot of people talking on social media. Now, before we get into it, I think I need to set the mood for the story. Mamelan and Bugelan.
Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination, and when he's tall, he's what we call a dinosaur sensation.
Bam, bam, bam.
I don't know. Of course, this is in other news. Stories that should have trended. Have you ever wondered who is in that suit?
No.
No.
In the Barney suit?
No.
No.
No? I'm sure we all...
Sorry.
But there's a
Yes.
That's not a real dinosaur?
No, it's
What
not
are you
Barney.
talking
They don't
about?
come in purple.
Okay.
I'm sure we all grew up loving Barney the purple dinosaur who danced and sang his way into our childhoods. Na 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 na. So I got a bit shocked scrolling through my feeds and saw that the guy who wore the Barney suit, who goes by the name of David Jonia, runs a tantric sex business. Imagine what a shift of careers. Talk about polar opposites. Parents, if you have young children,
Guys, those eyes are very creepy.
cover your eyes.
Can I
and your
just
ears.
say something?
Yes.
I just shocked that it's a black guy. I didn't think it was going to be a black guy. I mean, Upani. I thought you thought it was about purple.
Exactly, from Sweden or somewhere. Come closer. Apparently, Joyner has been running this business for 14 years and he finds his clients mostly via social media. He also gets a lot of referrals from happy clients. Lona Soke happy. He only services women. You see, Babi is very happy there. What do they get for their money? They get a full package, which includes a ritual bath, chakra balancing, and a massage. Yes, Upani Nana. So the next time you see Barney, just go. Rrr.
Do they get a happy ending with that massage?
Of course.
Do they get a happy toy?
You guys, you're ruining a childhood. I mean, now I love you, you love me. It's got a totally different meaning.
Oh, no,
now.
no.
I
Stop.
love you.
Oh, my gosh.
You love me. Ooh.
Tantrically.
Wow.
Mascots are celebrities too.
Talking about mascots and their ratchet ways, we have our very own version
Love it.
of this
Love it.
mascot vibe. Remember Hello Kitty?
Yes.
Yo.
The video that made you dance
yo.
in 2016. Yay! Woo.
Somebody's dadding.
Yeah, what? What a kid. Yabo. Yabo. Kitty. Yabo.
It's ridiculous.
Somebody's dadding.
I love the kid in the background like, this is not what I signed up
It's frightening. It's actually just frightening. Remember those mascots that had the dance off during the halftime at the
Yes!
rugby? I love this one.
this.
got in there.
You've been a mascot?
I was a mascot.
What were you?
I was a purple something.
A dinosaur who now owns a tantric sex corporation.
I was a purple phantom. It was very sad.
Okay.
This is amazing. Okay, so at the end of it all, we must remember that mascots are people too. Inside those sweaty and sometimes smelly mascot suits are regular folk just trying to make a living. That's why we even have a drunk Santa Claus, like this one.
And guys, please remember, I tell people this every single Christmas, during the festive season, do not sit on a random guy's lap just because he's wearing a Santa Claus suit. I mean, come on.
Let's move on to another one of our regular features.
I just want to tell you something.
Yes.
When I was at varsity, one of my lecturers actually used to be Woofles.
What's a Woofles?
Simple and Woofles would sing a little song. The Woofles would sing along. Pumpkins are tasty and very good to eat. Pumpkin pie is such a treat. Pumpkin patch, ooh, pumpkin patch. Let's all play in pumpkin patch. Woof, woof, pumpkin patch.
When I started TV, I used to intro the show.
Nah.
Very interesting.
Did he come to your show wearing the mascot?
No, I just found out later. The same story.
All right.
Wow.
Tantric. Okay. Let's move on now. Do you want to introduce us?
Okay, guys, it's my turn. It's my turn.
Go, babes, go.
Nobody speak. This is my part. All right. So here we go. That's right, Pavi. Welcome to LOL Tuesday, the TV bloopers edition. So, 2018 has gotten off to a good start in some respects, but the rand is strengthening against the dollar. Petrol prices are going down tomorrow.
Where's Nina?
Where's
Nina?
Oh, but on the sad side, this year has also already seen so many deaths of prominent people, like Bra Willie, Bra Hugh, Bra Sandy Mokwena, Ntate Peto, and others. All right, so another recent death is that of Bophuthatswana's former president, Lucas Mangope. And because, guys, live television, once you've said something, there's no way you can take it back. So check this big whoopsie from our news anchor, our beloved news anchor, Peter Ndoro. Guys, sorry, Petering here while I'm talking. Peter Ndoro during an interview about Mr. Mangope.
Right, so now we return to one of our earlier stories, and that, of course, is the passing of former Bophuthatswana leader Mangosuthu Buthelezi, who died yesterday at the age of 90.
Huh?
Sorry.
What?
Sorry, who?
Bophuthatswana leader Mangosuthu Buthelezi, who died yesterday at the age of 94.
But it doesn't end there. Peter goes on to apparently to raise the dead and have a quick interview with him. Check it out.
By the leader of the IFP, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. It is very sad news for so many people. What is your immediate reaction and thoughts about the passing of Mr.
No, that's when we realized you could actually see him realize what he was doing. So he was meant to say the passing of Mr. Mangope, and on the line is IFP leader Mangosuthu Buthelezi. Fam.
It's live TV, guys. I've always respected newsreaders because live TV is not a walk in the park, especially if you know that the live feed is crossed over to you.
Like crossing over with John Edwards.
Dude, something like that. Okay, so this is the thing. It's called an earpiece, right? So you're standing there and you're just ready for your thing, alt of and you're being told that there's a video on standby. And then there's no video on standby. Mind you, this has happened to us several times on the show. Anyway, so you move on to the next story, only for the video clip to start during the time that you're talking. Look.
Now to sport with Meredith Sheen.
All right, sometimes it's not just us broadcasters who make boo-boos. The subjects of our stories may also say chuckle-worthy things on air, like this TV address by one Donald Trump.
Oi.
Never in the history of existence has an entire president been so against reproductive rights that he even wants to stop natural pregnancy and birth.
Sure.
Right now, in a number of states, the laws allow a baby to be born from his or her mother's womb in the 9th month. It is wrong. It has to change.
Listen, it is wrong.
It has to change.
It's wrong. It has to change.
It has to.
But okay, so in the 9th month, his or her own mother's womb
Yes.
has to.
This has to change,
Has to
guys.
change. I think he's just thinking like a businessman.
Yeah.
Like,
What
9 months is too much.
Yeah.
After 4 months, it's enough
Stop
time.
paying rent.
It's time to
And
go.
I love how he says in some states.
In some- not
Because in
all.
other states, not so much.
What states of like not pregnancy?
Right. Looking at people that did make it through pregnancy, one is of a child who's got realistic expectations of what he wants to be when he grows up. Check this out.
To finally settling in, the $1 million question. What do you want to be?
Mama, I want to be a doctor. Please.
My love.
I just want to.
Ukusebenza. That's it. Do you want to hear him again? All right. No, can we play it again? Yeah, let's play it again. Listen to the.
The $1 million question. What do you want to be?
Mama, I want to be a doctor. Please.
He's right. I mean, look, I think he's got a very focused mind. He's looked at our 25% unemployment rate in South Africa and he said, you know what? I just want to work somewhere. And that's a good thing. Well done, my boy. Good.
More. Everything's for the babies.
Please,
Everything for the
do this
babies.
one.
Okay, we've run out of time.
We gotta do it.
We've got to do it.
Okay, so we're going to watch our very last video as we go into our ad break. This is the legendary chairman. See you after the break.
I'm sorry, I love this one. I'm sorry, it just never gets old.
A place and a point for them to raise that, or is it a done deal by the time Trevor Manuel?
It's actually an opportunity for members of parliament to actually digest and go through the documentation that is going to be presented to the public. And the opportunity for proper engagement is actually after the tabling of the...
We'll see you after the break with the incredible Dr. Jean Dlamini here.
No bunga pagi pendene lace the mystery. No ba unga ti browse on flick the mystery. No bunga me.
showtime because we have got such a powerhouse of a woman who's going to be on this stage. Welcome back to Trending SA on SABC3. Remember, you can keep tagging us with your questions and comments, especially for our guest with the hashtag TSA3. Our guest tonight, what a woman. How do we even begin to introduce her? She is extraordinary. To list every notable achievement would be an entire evening's process, but we only have a few minutes, so let me get on with it. She's a qualified medical doctor, an accomplished businesswoman with an MBA and a PhD in business leadership. From humble beginnings in KwaZulu-Natal to being one of the captains of industry in South Africa and the world, that is the journey of our guest tonight. She is a proud mother, wife, grandmother, and recipient of multiple accolades and awards, including the prestigious African Economy Building Lifetime Achievement Award. What? She sits on various blue chip company boards. And did you know that she is the owner of the popular Luminance luxury boutiques and a Jimmy Shoes store in Mzansi? I need to just go own a Jimmy Shoes. Okay, I'm going there now.
I went there and I touched it.
Yo. And to top it all off, she is also a published author with her book Equal But Different, flying off the shelves. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Judy Dlamini. Was this your selection, Dr. Dlamini? What's your favorite song? You love the...
I'm a Luther Vandross girl.
Oh, yes. I know, I love it. Let's go back to KwaZulu-Natal. I believe it's 1959. You're not shy about that.
Nope.
And South Africa was a completely different landscape. Take us back to some of your experiences growing up.
I grew up in a white suburb during just around the time of segregation of Group Areas Act.
Yes.
And it was quite an interesting period because you looked different. You felt different. The system rejected you. And you had to have this inner strength to believe that you're actually fine. You might look different, but you're equal to everybody else.
Sure.
So this topic depicts everything I've believed in as a child.
Everything you believed in as a child. Your parents were very instrumental in instilling hard work, resilience, and placing a high value in education. You're a grandmom and a mom. What practices are you instilling in your grandchildren and children that you learned from your parents?
Oh, that's a beautiful one. I found that the best way of expecting anyone to emulate you and raising a child is actually just living your life. Because those are the things that stay with you all the time rather than what your mother says. So living your life, everything you do, the kids are watching you. So if you don't want them to do it, then don't do it yourself.
Exemplary.
Yeah.
So I'm obviously very interested at the doctor element of things. So there's a part in your book, as I was reading, where a doctor pays a visit to your house when you were much younger. Tell us a bit about that.
I actually started school at 4, but then
I remember the fabulous story.
Just because my mother didn't have a helper, she walked out on her. And so this day, my father wasn't well. He didn't like going to hospital. So they called a GP. Dr. Kabashe was our family GP. And my mother says, no, you have to stay behind and look after your dad. And so Dr. Kabashe comes, and he's well dressed, he's very articulate, he's got a beautiful car, and he makes my dad better. So I'm like, I like this. You know, I want to be this guy.
Just off of that one encounter.
There was you know, when dreams are built, it's over a period. And sometimes you don't realize as you live your life that a seed has been planted. My sister, my half-sister actually was a professional nurse. And she was the type of person who comes home and talks about what happened at work. And she used to talk about the matron and the doctor. And then I realized, initially I thought because she spoke about the matron quite a bit. And I was like, I want to be this person. And then I realized she told me, how do you become a matron? I asked her. And she's like, no, you get promoted. I'm like, kill that. I like being in charge of my destiny.
Yes.
I don't want to aspire to be something that is decided by somebody else. But then the more I listened, the doctor didn't say much, but what he said was final. I love having the final word. So I'm like, I'm going to be this guy. So the doctor comes, I see this person, and everything he represents resonates with me. I'm like, I'm going to be this guy.
That's the one.
So you do take charge at some point. So
I do.
Here you are, you take charge, and you say you're going to make a career move. And this move involves you going back to school. So there's a part of the book, I just want to quickly read it. It says, it was a time to go back to school. I contemplated registering for a commerce degree. However, an MBA seemed the most relevant qualification because I had decided to go into business. I was accepted at Wits Business School. What makes you leave a well-paying job or career to say, I'm leaving all of this, I'm going back to school?
You know, I used to think that the passion I had for medicine, because that's all I ever wanted to be, I used to think it's because I was marked outside my practice. And I was like, after that, it just killed it for me. But the more I've lived, is the more I've realized that I get bored. After 10 years, it's like, is this it? What else is out there? So it's a combination of things. It's just the way I am getting bored over time, but also the mugging outside my practice that was not good.
I like what you said about being the master of your own destiny. You know, so you get your MBA, which could also lead you into going to places and getting a cushy job, but you then use that to go back into being an entrepreneur. Why not the safety option?
Because somebody else would actually determine my destiny. I've always wanted to be the boss of my destiny. And it's easier to do that if you employ yourself and you build something yourself. It's fine to have a cushy corporate job, but I'm not wired that way. I just like control. I just want to run with things. So I guess it's just personality.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Mbekani, can we talk about the Mbekani group? 21 years ago, you merged your two passions, business, medicine, and I'm curious to know, what came before that? What was the thought process that informed starting Mbekani Group?
You know, when Mandela came out of jail, one of the things that he said, education is everything, and all the quotations around education in Madiba. But the other thing that happened is that when we became independent, it opened so many avenues for us. It was easy and safe to be a professional, serving your people in the township, but all of a sudden the world was open. The whole country was open. You could be anything you choose to be. And I'd been introduced to business, small-scale business through my parents who were hustlers. And then I actually thought, I'll start a company of women, 10 women. We ended up being 4. It was called Gusa Women Consortium. So I was delving into business, And then one day I'm like, no, I'm actually going to go all out into business when I leave medicine. And Mbekani, that gave birth to Mbekani. And Mbekani is actually my husband's maternal grandmother. It's her nickname. And
that's incredible.
Yeah, so it was interesting because I called my cousin through my husband and said, let's start a company. Because I actually thought we had synergies in terms of work ethic and just the outlook to life. So I actually started Mbekani and then forgot about it, ran with Kusa. And then later on, I was like, we've got this company, Mbekani. Why Mbekani? It signifies the strong women in my life. My mother, my grandmother, Sizwe's mother, who was awesome. Yeah, it's actually just celebrates the women that have nurtured, who have become. Yeah.
Beautiful.
A stylish, beautiful woman. My question is, one of your other big business successes is the luminance, the various luminance stores that you have, as well as Jimmy Choo. My question: did you go into fashion because you weren't a model? Because you could be a model.
You're so kind.
Hello, no, you're gorgeous, gorgeous. So why fashion?
It wasn't my dream. I bought into a dream, Kanye's dream.
Okay.
And as a minority shareholder, things changed. I took over. And I'm just having fun with fashion now.
And you look great.
Thank you.
I saw you on Anele, I saw you on Afternoon Express.
Thank you.
Fabulous, fabulous outfits.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Thanks.
So this question is going to lead us to ad break. In life, a variety of things happen to us, for us. Some things we can control, some things we cannot control. And we've spoken about your incredible highs and successes, but of course there are family tragedies that hit us and blindside us. With the passing of your son, I want to know if there's any way that your business backbone has influenced how you cope and survive the difficulties of life, or is it the other way around? How do you get through the pain?
You learn to live with it. Anyone who's lost a child knows there is no pain deeper than that. Some days are better than others. He died in February, 6 years ago. And it's like on the day that he passed on, it's like he's just passed on. So it's a journey. You just learn to live with it. Yeah.
And your message to people watching, I mean, you've said such incredible things about parenting, about business, about your dreams. What is the message for people watching today in the climate that we're in?
Hope is everything.
Hope, yeah.
You can't lose hope.
Yeah.
You know, you can't lose hope. But more importantly, do something. Each one of us can do something that makes this country brilliant. And it's not up to just leaders. Yes, leaders are everything. But each one of us has what it takes to make a difference where you are with what you have. And it's a responsibility that each one of us owes this country.
Well, we love you so much. We're going to ask you
We
to
love
stay
you
till the
too.
end of the show.
Thank
Do
you.
mind?
Thank you, Nada.
All right, brilliant. Dr. Judy Dlamini will still be with us until the end of the show. The book is called Equal but Different. Send us your questions and comments with the hashtag TsA on 3. Amazing. Okay, welcome back. You're tuned in to TrendingSA on SABC3, and we did say that we would continue with our esteemed guest, Dr. Judy Dlamini. Go ahead, Mr.
Right. So, I know you're very big into giving back. And not just at a family level, but just at a community level, at getting women involved in all of this. What legacy do you want to leave?
When I give, I don't look at it as creating a legacy. I think you actually create a legacy with each one-on-one encounter you have with a person. That's a legacy, the way you make them feel. That's your legacy. I don't think it's really about big monuments or the amount of money you give. It's just every day you leave a legacy with every people that you touch. And what I like about books is because you touch people that you'll never meet.
True.
So that's why I'm inspired to write another one. Because, it just extends your reach.
It's fantastic because it's like a Bible.
It is.
It's like a Bible. You want to get into business, here you go. You'll find everyone who's relevant to you and you'll be able to resonate with them.
Yeah. And I think it's inspirational. I hope it is. I hope it inspires.
It is. Well, what I love the most is that it's kind of a 360 of each individual that you focus on. So it is a little bit about their upbringing, a little bit about their family life, and of course about the business as well. And I think that that's not necessarily always reflected. I think we all want to show the best sparkly side of ourselves, but sometimes, you know, what's real doesn't show. Thank you.
Thanks.
You know what I really took out of this space, and you know, someone was coming at me because of a column that I wrote about patriarchy this morning, and they're like, "Oh, Nina, you're always arguing about women's rights," and I was like, you know, there's a really good book that you should read.
And I actually tagged you on it, so if you send a retweet and they'll.
I was like, just really understanding not only the glass ceiling, but the concrete wall that you have come up against as a woman of color, within the spaces that you have taken up. It's really remarkable, and it's very inspiring. And the two of us were just talking about how we want to better ourselves as a result of learning about you and the wonderful people that you've engaged with. Thank you.
That's what
Include
it's about.
us as well.
All of us. Also but not quite. Yeah. Listen, Dr. Dlamini, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me. Thank you.
I think that was a great show. Thank you so much for watching us. We will be back again Monday and Tuesday nights. Bring back our 4 on SABC3 at 9:30 p.m. Bring back our 4. See you on Monday. Bring back our 4.